Hello and welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you something new in the world of Universal Monsters, and it is...
The Invisible Man.
Well, he's not new to that world, but...
Well, yes.
But we want to say a great big thank you to...
Jada Toys.
For sending him to us for free to share with you today. So he is new to our studio, and this is a new version of the Invisible Man that we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
This is ages 14 and up. And I think because it's more of a collectible figure, even though it still has lots of articulation and all that, because of the, the movie and everything, it's geared towards 14 and up.
Right.
All right. Looks like it's going to come with extra sets of hands. Now, this is the visible Invisible Man.
Yeah, he's all bandaged up.
But he does have a really cool thing I see at the top where he's like taking off the bandages.
Yeah.
That looks really neat. It's like almost like an extra head sculpt, but not quite. And he has a hat, a beaker, and a book, it looks like. So let's turn it around. I really like the packaging. Looks really neat. So also available.
Yes, we've previously done the Wolfman, so check that one out.
And now we're adding the Invisible Man. So turn it around one more time. Oh, the sides of the box.
Oh, yeah.
Have the monsters on the side.
Oh.
Very cool. But I like that the background is like really dark. It looks like maybe some trees or something in the background. But it really just makes the figure stand out. And I love the white on the black and the light blue on the black. Really, really looks neat. To stand out as a, on a figure that's the Invisible Man, that's just kind of funny. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this Invisible Man out of the box so we can show him to you before he becomes invisible again.
Yes.
Alright, so there's
the Invisible Man
out of the box.
Yes.
But he has clothes on, so you can see him.
He's completely covered.
So he does come with a couple different hand sculpts. Actually, let's start off with this little beaker. So he's got a little clear beaker that he comes with, which is awesome. And it actually, it looks like it has stuff in it, like clear liquid almost. It's kind of cool how they did that. It doesn't look empty.
Yeah.
You see, okay. All right, and then he came with a book. So it's got the little, let's see here. It's got the little golden spines on there. I mean, the golden, marks on the spine of the book. And it's just like a little burgundy book. And then here's one of the hand sculpts that he comes with. So we were discussing, it's like he's taking off his glove.
Yeah.
So this would go pegged into the one hand, and then this one would just float, because literally when you're taking off the glove, then the hand would be invisible. So that is very, very creative. I think that is awesome. That's probably one of the most creative hand sculpts I've seen out of all the action figures I've seen. He also has a grippy hand. This was to hold the beaker, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And maybe, perhaps the book. I don't know. And then, because he has a solid fist on, and then like an open palm. He has this other hand one where you peg it in, and it's like he's removing the wrapping. So that's really cool. And it pegs right into, take off the head and put this one on, where he's peeling off his wrapping. So that's really neat. That's also super creative.
Yeah, that is really cool.
That's the only, I've never seen another Invisible Man with anything like that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Invisible Man himself. So here he is. His face is all wrapped. This one's like totally wrapped around, and then he's got the glasses, even with the side little side covers.
Yeah.
Got the gold with the black. His hat. Oh yes, his hat is removable. Look at that. So he's got the bandages all the way around. That's really cool that is removable. And then here's his like robe. It's usually like a robe, but is this more like a jacket or like a fancy bathrobe? Because I always remember him being in like a fancy bathrobe, but maybe it is a jacket of some sort. Because these look like pajama pants. That's just always how I remember the Invisible Man, is in his pajamas. But look at those fancy striped pants. Very, very cool. And then his black loafer shoes. They look awesome. He has like the lapel here, which is like checked, and then his the robe belt going around is also checked, and then his sleeves, his cuffs of his sleeves. He's got some buttons kind of like etched or detailed in there right there. And then he's got his handkerchief, and then he's got his, I don't know, what would you call that exactly? It's not like really an ascot, or is it?
Yeah, maybe.
But anyway.
I don't know. I know in the movie it was all like, because obviously,
yeah.
It was supposed to be so that you could see him. And that, people didn't go, oh my gosh, you can,
Yes, see through.
But obviously, too, it will make it easier in the movie. If he was completely covered, then you could imagine he's invisible underneath there, but when he really isn't, so.
Right, that's awesome.
But yeah,
and
so everything was covered.
The back of him. The back of him with the shoes. And now, and there's his hand that I said, there's one open right here, and then one solid fisted hand right there. And I will go ahead and let John show off his articulation.
Alright, so he's going to have articulation at the neck, so he can look from side to side. Let's see. He can look up. Actually, there's a point at the neck there, so he can look up and look down somewhat. The sculpt here will keep him from looking down but too much, but he still can. He has articulation at the shoulder, and it will, of course, rotate and extend. He has the bicep swivel. He has the double elbows, and then the wrist articulation, and it is dual, so it will bend as well as rotating. He has a point at the waist, but it will, rather than just twisting, it will allow him to go forward, backward, and side to side, and really give him good range of motion. He's got articulation at the hips, and this piece is very soft, so it doesn't impede the range of motion there, and it'll go forward and backward as well as sideways. He has the thigh swivel, the double knee articulation, and then the ankle, and the ankle will turn, pivot, and then I think it will turn and pivot. What do you call it? The cuffs of his pants kind of keep it from rolling very much, but still very good articulation on this, and awesome to be able to add the Invisible Man to our Jada Monster collection.
Alright, so there's one last look at
the Invisible Man.
And we want to say another great big thank you to
Jada Toys
for sending him to us for free to share with you today. Thanks so much for watching. As always, come back and see us. Like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.